I can remember I was using my pedal bike and I was experimenting with the clip-in pedals, and I remember one time using the pedal bike and I stalled on this hillside at some point, and I fell to the right because, gentlemen, I've been riding a bike since I was old enough to walk, and I've never had clip-ins. So you're not just going to fall off a turnip truck and remember to twist your foot when you need to take your foot out of the clip-in. And I fell, and that is the last day that I used clip-ins. I still have the clip-in pedals. I love the pedals because they're so small. It is kind of tough on the ball of your foot, I might add, but wouldn't be a bad way to go with these bikes either. You know, to take those, I might consider taking those pedals off. They're smaller. It gives you more because the pedals are smaller, they don't bang on rocks as much and stuff. I should actually consider removing those expensive pedals and putting them on this bike. And my, you know what I'm saying? And my other bike, actually, where it comes into play even more, being as how that bike is so low to the ground. Dude, when you're on my fat bike and you're on a 45-degree slope, now this is a wide trail. I've been on narrow trails where you cannot pedal that bike because the pedal will hit the ground on that 45-degree slope trail. Does that make sense, gentlemen? Oh, no trouble with these minions. Looks like there's a butterfly there taking in some fecal from a wild animal last night using this game trail. Maybe a coyote or something. Animals of prey, they're not stupid. When there's a good smooth trail to use, they use it. So do the deer. You know, deer love using a trail that's easy to walk on. Keep an eye on the ball here now. I had to go to the bathroom this morning, and man, I had to walk 100 yards away from the campsite there, 150 yards, and man, there's deadfall rocks. Very difficult to navigate through the trail. I mean, there is no trail. You're through the bush. I mean, I can't imagine a wild animal navigating. I mean, if the prey takes you there, you'll go after it, but you're going to use these game trails, if you will. Let me make sure it's staying better, but when we get to the other side, when we start doing that uphill turn switchbacks, I'm going to torque it down a little bit before we do them. It's staying good right now on a normal, easy trail. You don't do grip it that much. But on a trail, technical trail, where you have to grip hard, that's where you have issues. You can turn that throttle. You probably turn the whole grip, you know, in, and that's what causes it. Just turning the throttle alone isn't going to do it. It's turning the grip with the throttle is what you're trying to avoid doing. But like I said, when shit starts going sideways, you're grabbing that thing and you're trying to hit that throttle, and everything is at warp speed there. So you maybe we'll look into having those guys down there at Bike Tricks ship me over another throttle assembly Boy, this is beautiful. I mean, I've done that with my pedal. What do you call them? This guy called these pedal bikes something. Mosaic bikes. How you doing, sir? Anybody behind you?
No.
Okay, I'm by myself too. Enjoy your day. Nice little hiking trail, man, for hikers. I see if you ever take a girl up here, that would be her cup of tea more than riding a bike. She'd kill herself on a bike out here until she was able to ride one. That is, I would imagine. I mean, eventually you get good at riding these things. You don't have to go fast. And the girls I generally shoot for some strange odd reason have long legs, so they tend to be able to reach the ground quite easily, which is a very, very big plus riding any type of bike. But it's certainly, if you're a novice on a bicycle, electric bike, you know, it's very nice to be able to reach the ground comfortably. Good morning, guys. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes.
Getting near the end of the lake. A little bit of soreness in the shoulders, you know, from this 40-pound pack. I've got a spare battery with me. I've got the compressor. I've got 1.5 liters of water. I've got tools in the pack, rain gear. I've got a package of wipes in case I have to stop and have a discussion with nature, shall we say. I've got two older guys behind me on mountain bikes. I didn't notice if they were, I'm sure they're electric bikes. The two people that I was talking to this morning when they left, they had Cannondale 750 watt motors. Pedal assist bikes. I'm putting around out here. It would be kind of embarrassing to have those two older guys say, "Excuse me, passing you." Then I'd have to explain to them, "Well, dudes, I'm just putting around out here. I'm not racing." So are we, kid. We're putting around out here too. Could you step to the side, please, so we can pass you? Not likely to happen, but it's funny. It would be a funny thing if it did happen. Hey, I got passed by a high school team. On a downhill section, and then they were in my way on the uphill. They would not relinquish the lead on the uphill. I'm not bitching or complaining. They were going at a pretty good clip, but they were definitely slowing me down. And the downhill, I'm taking care of the equipment at that point. We get an electrified bike here with wires and batteries, and we're not going to go downhill like a macho maniac. We're going to take care of the equipment, at least until those Red Bull checks start rolling in into my bank account. If you know what I mean, guys. Okay, we don't want to pick up any unnecessary mud. We're not a child or a newbie. We don't want to have mud spraying our teeth and on our back if we can avoid it, right, gentlemen? I would think so. I think this group that has the Cannondales, I think they were breaking off to the right up here. Oh, back at the trailhead there. I think that's the, what do you call the, he had an interesting name for the your standard pedal bike, like prehistoric. I was teasing some people one day because they had the pedal bikes, and I was teasing them that went out with the dinosaurs. You see, the campground's empty. It'll fill up in the weekend. That's reserved, probably for the weekend. Here's I think that's for cleaning fish. It's like a fish cleaning, because they certainly don't want you to clean fish in the bathroom sink. Or I don't think there's bathroom sinks there, to be honest with you, but I think it's for cleaning fish, that particular. Boy, these Maxxis Minions, much better tire than the Kendas, you know what I'm saying? Much better tires, more traction, you know, there's huge knobs on these tires which prevent small pricks from entering the tire wall and shit. And you know, if I had the Kendas, if I had my other bike and using it, I got new Kendas on it, which is a good, but they wear, the knobs are so tiny, they wear out quicker than you can say, hey, your knobs are worn out. Yeah, we're going to be riding a dirt bike later on today, guys, so enjoy the mountain biking while it's available to you. Let me check my throttle cable here. We're going to stop in this shade zone here. Always. Yeah, we're having issues. Serious issues, so we're going to fix it. The housing is sliding out, so we need to loosen it, push it back in, and get it to where it's supposed to be. Right there. Then we're going to tighten it. Okay, you only want to tighten it just enough. You don't want to keep fucking turning it.